You've been trained to bark when you should bite, to wag your tail when you should bare your teeth. Right now, someone in your life is using your loyalty against you. They know you'll never stop fetching, never stop begging for scraps of respect. And here's the forbidden truth they pray you never discover. Your obedience isn't virtue, it's programming. And the ones who programmed you? They're wolves dressed as shepherds. Let me tell you about Marcus. Smart guy, worked 60-hour weeks. His boss promised a promotion for 2 years. Marcus kept fetching, kept delivering. Last week, they hired someone external for the position. Gave Marcus a pizza party instead. You know what Marcus did? He thanked them. He actually thanked them. But something inside him snapped that day. And what he discovered next is going to fundamentally change how you see every single interaction you have today. But before I reveal what Marcus learned, there's something else happening here. Something about why you're still watching. You feel it, don't you? That burning recognition. Like I'm reading your diary. That's not coincidence. What if I told you that your kindness is actually cowardice in disguise? That every time you choose peace over power, you're not being noble. You're being negligent. To yourself, to your future, to everyone counting on you. There's a reason powerful people seem cold. It's not because they lack empathy. Stop. Read that again. It's not because they lack empathy. It's because they understand something you're about to learn. Something that will make your old self feel like a stranger. You think you're being good, but good is just another word for predictable, and predictable is another word for controllable. Here's where Marcus's story gets interesting. After that pizza party, he went home and found a book his grandfather left him. Dusty thing, written by some Italian guy named Niccolo Machiavelli. Marcus almost threw it out. Thank God he didn't, because page 17 contained one sentence that changed everything. But I'll get to that sentence in a moment. First, you need to understand what happens to people who never learn this. My friend Jennifer, sweetest person alive, 10 years at her company, always available, always accommodating. You know where Jennifer is now? Same desk, same salary. Watching people she trained become her bosses. She calls me crying sometimes, asks why loyalty doesn't pay off. I used to comfort her. Now I send her this video. Well, not this exact one, but you get it. The people using you right now, they count on your goodness like wolves count on sheep staying in their pen. But here's what changes everything. There's a 500-year-old manual that teaches exactly how to flip this dynamic. How to make the wolves afraid of you, not through violence, not through cruelty, through something far more powerful. Most people who discover what I'm about to share can't handle it. They close the video, return to their cages, choose comfortable slavery over dangerous freedom, but you're still here, which means part of you already knows. Your soul is screaming for permission to protect itself. Machiavelli wrote something that got him exiled, banned, condemned by the church. Ready for it? Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. Let that sink in. Actually, don't let it sink in. Let it detonate. Your authenticity, your transparency, your open heart, they're not strengths, they're intel you're giving to your enemies. And yes, you have enemies, even if you call them friends. Even if you call them family, even if you call them boss, now especially if you call them boss. You know what's crazy? Right now, someone's probably texting you, asking for a favor, and you're already thinking about how to help them, even though they never help you. That's the dog in you, responding to the bell. But what would happen if you didn't respond right away? What if you waited? Just waited. I tried this last month. My colleague, Brian, always dumps his work on me last minute. Always an emergency. This time, I didn't respond for 3 hours. You know what happened? He figured it out himself. Then he apologized. First time in 5 years. 3 hours of silence taught him what 5 years of availability couldn't. That I'm not his emergency backup plan. Machiavelli discovered that humans operate on 2 levels. The surface level where we play nice, follow rules, pretend we're all equals, and the real level where power moves in shadows, where decisions get made before meetings, where your reputation is being discussed right now without you. You've been living on the surface. That's why you keep losing. The dogs live on the surface. The wolves, they live in the shadows. And Machiavelli's book, The Prince, is literally a handbook for shadow operations. But here's the part that messes with people's heads. You don't become a wolf by being cruel. You become a wolf by being unpredictable. Dogs are reliable. Wolves are strategic. Dogs announce their intentions with every wag. Wolves reveal nothing until they strike. Remember, Marcus, that sentence on page 17? It said this: men are so simple and so ready to obey present necessities. Translation? People are dogs. They respond to immediate rewards and punishments. Not logic, not fairness, not your decade of loyalty. They respond to who has the treats right now. This is why your dedication means nothing. Why your hard work goes unrewarded. Why manipulators keep winning. They understand the economy of immediate power. But here's the twist that changes everything. You don't fight this by working harder. You fight it by working smarter, by becoming unreadable. Think about your life right now. Everyone knows exactly how you'll react. They know you'll say yes. They know you'll forgive. They know you'll work late. They know you'll absorb the blame. You're not just predictable. You're a formula, and formulas get exploited. There's something else Machiavelli taught. Being feared is more reliable than being loved. But modern translation? Being unreadable is more powerful than being liked. When people can't predict you, they can't control you. When they can't control you, they start respecting you. If this is hitting different right now, if you're feeling that shift in your chest, that mix of recognition and revolution, hit that like button. It tells me you're ready for this level of truth. And drop a comment below, just one word. The name of the person who needs to meet your wolf. Don't explain, just their first name. Watch how many people type the same names. Let me show you two futures. Future 1, you close this video. Tomorrow you're back to fetching. Your boss dumps another project on you. You smile and accept. Your friend cancels plans last minute. Again, you say no worries. Your partner makes another decision without consulting you. You adapt. In 5 years, you're in the same position, just more tired, more bitter, wondering why loyalty never paid off. Future 2, you internalize what Machiavelli knew. Tomorrow, when your boss tries to dump that project, you say something different. Not number, not yes. You say, I need to evaluate my current capacity. Boom. Unpredictable. They pause. They've never heard this from you. Suddenly, you're not furniture. You're a factor. Your friend cancels? You don't respond immediately. Let them wonder. Let them feel what you've been feeling. Uncertainty. Your partner makes unilateral decisions. You make some too. Not to be petty, to be equal. Watch what happens. The same people who took you for granted start asking for your opinion. Start checking if you're available. Start treating you like you matter. Not because you became mean, because you became mysterious. But here's the price, and this is why most people can't do it. You have to let some people hate you, the users, the takers, the parasites. They'll call you changed. They'll say you're not yourself anymore. They're right. You're not yourself. You're not the dog anymore. And dogs hate when sheep become wolves. It reminds them that they chose to stay domesticated. You know what's really going to mess with your head? The people manipulating you right now aren't smarter than you. They just understood this first. While you were being authentic, they were being effective. While you were being transparent, they were being tactical. My cousin David learned this the hard way, gave everything to his startup partners. Complete transparency, total dedication. They squeezed him out right before the company sold. Kept his ideas, lost his equity. David thought being genuine was strength. Turns out it was just laziness. It takes zero effort to be yourself. It takes mastery to be strategic. Machiavelli taught that the lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. You must be both. The lion when strength is needed, the fox when cunning is required. But you've been the dog, loyal to a fault, literally to a fault. Here's something that will haunt you tonight. Every person who's ever taken advantage of you saw you coming from a mile away. They saw the dog in your eyes, the need to please, the fear of conflict, the addiction to being liked. They saw it and they used it. And the worst part? You let them. Because you thought being used meant being useful. But that shame you're feeling right now, delete it. That guilt about protecting yourself, trash it. You have permission to put yourself first. You have permission to be strategic. You have permission to let people earn your loyalty instead of expecting it. Machiavelli knew something Christianity tried to hide. Self-preservation isn't selfish. It's sacred. When you let people use you, you're not helping them. You're enabling them. You're teaching them that exploitation works. But when you become unreadable, when you stop being the automatic yes, you force people to earn your energy, to deserve your dedication, to reciprocate your respect. You're not being cruel. You're being creator, creating boundaries, creating standards, creating a life where your loyalty is a prize, not a given. Right now, your phone has messages you haven't answered. Good. Let them wait. Your calendar has requests you haven't confirmed. Perfect. Let them wonder. Your inbox has demands disguised as opportunities. Beautiful. Let them reconsider. Every second you don't respond immediately, you're training the world to respect your time. Every boundary you set, you're teaching people your worth. Every time you choose strategy over sentiment, you're writing your own version of the prince. The most powerful people you know, they're not being fake. They're being selective. They show different faces to different people. Not because they're liars, because they're leaders. You already do this unconsciously. You're different with your grandmother than with your best friend. The wolves do it deliberately. They choose which version serves their goals. You want to know the real secret? The thing that separates the dogs from the wolves? It's not intelligence. It's not even courage. It's the willingness to disappoint people, to be misunderstood, to be seen as difficult. Because difficult to predict means impossible to control. So here's your choice, and you have to make it now, not tomorrow, not after one more chance. Now either you accept your role as the dog, loyal, predictable, used, or you embrace the wolf that's been sleeping inside you, cunning when necessary, fierce when required, unknowable always. The people who need you to stay a dog will call this toxic. They'll say you become difficult. They're right. You have become difficult. Difficult to manipulate, difficult to predict, difficult to control. But the people who deserve the wolf in you, they'll respect the transformation. They'll match your energy. They'll earn your loyalty instead of expecting it. Marcus, remember him from the beginning? He's a VP now. Different company. Triple the salary. But more importantly, he sleeps at night because he's not carrying everyone else's weight anymore. He's carrying his own power, and that's the difference between dogs and wolves. Dogs carry burdens. Wolves carry authority. If this found you at the perfect time, and we both know it did, you're ready for what comes next. This channel isn't about motivation. It's about metamorphosis. Every week, I reveal another piece of forbidden psychology that turns dogs into wolves. Philosophy that's been hidden because it's too powerful for the masses. Subscribe now, not because I told you to, but because your old self just died, and your new self needs a pack that understands. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let people fear losing you. Sometimes the most honest thing you can be is strategic. Sometimes the most moral choice is to stop being the dog. Before you go, I need to know something. Are you the wolf or still the dog? Comment below with just one emoji. If you're ready to transform, if you need more time, no judgment. But notice which one you choose. That choice alone tells you everything. And hit that like button if you felt your spine straighten at least once during this. Because that straightening, that's your wolf DNA activating. The wolves are waiting for you. The question is, are you ready to hunt? Remember Machiavelli's words. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Starting today, let them see the sheep, but be the wolf. Your transformation begins with your next interaction. That person who always takes from you, they're about to meet someone new, someone unpredictable, someone valuable, someone who can't be bought with false promises and pizza parties. The shift is happening right now. You feel it. That tingle in your spine? That's your wolf DNA activating. That resistance in your chest? That's your dog training fighting back. Let the wolf win. Just this once, let the wolf win. Welcome to the pack.